What is up, YouTube? We've got something different today, dueling networks. So, I found out about this Pendulum Infernity decks, and Infernities are my favorite deck, that DeMonte Cole made, so I decided to try it out. I start out Upstart, into Upstart, of course. Not looking like a bad hand, the Foolish is pretty big in this hand. Okay, so I drew an Archfiend Eccentric, this is pretty good, because now I can Pendulum, and I also have the Foolish Burial, which can get me an Archfiend, so I could special summon Archfiend and Zephyros first turn, and with Vantage Emptiness, that's a pretty easy Key Beetle Emptiness lock if Dueling Network doesn't want to lag on me, which, okay. So send Harris to the graveyard, wherever she is, there she is. And add Archfiend. So this is a pretty cool deck. I might end up trying this at locals. The only thing I'm not like too fond of is you kind of need to play a lot of pendulums to make this consistent, and then you kind of miss out on a lot of your defensive back row, stuff like Mirror Force and Bottomless and stuff like that. Cards that I like using, so we'll see. So I'm going to Pendulum Summon right now. Special summon everything in my hand, which is pretty fair. Get Archfiend's effect. And I will search. Let's see. I could get... what do I want here? Oh yeah, Necromancer, definitely Necromancer. Because I haven't even normal summoned yet. So yeah, Necromancer. Could just normal summon this. No, I can make an Exceed. Of course, Master Key Beetle is really good here with the emptiness. Detach Archfiend, target emptiness. My back row. Okay, now I can just use Necromancer's effect, bring back Archfiend. And here I could search a barrier or a break would probably be the best. Break, well, barrier is better in case he gets something. I don't know. I guess barrier is just like more versatile. Good opening. Very good opening. Emptiness. Key Beetle is still a great lock. So he's playing some kind of oh, Regeki. I'm just gonna barrier that. I'd rather protect my Necromancer. That way I can end up using it next turn and stuff like that. This deck doesn't play as many Infernity traps, like Infernity, Break, and Barrier, only one of each, because they really get dead sometimes, because you don't always have like your Infernity plays going, and sometimes you have cards in your hand, so they can be really bad. So just one of each, and that seems to work okay. It does kind of suck if you draw them and then you can't search them, but it is what it is. So he's gonna activate Dandelion here. I'm not gonna flip Emptiness yet because I don't really need to, and I'd rather special summon more. Plus, he's just going to be running my Archfiend over anyways, so not being able to special summon that back would be annoying. Because he's at 19 after the 3 mills. So he runs over Archfiend, I'll take 100 for that. Yeah, he's playing some weird, like, ancient gear deck with, like, Gear Town, and then you set a Gear Town over it to get that Gear Ton Dragon guy. Ancient Gilaton Dragon, whatever. So I drew Break, that's... I mean, I kind of wanted to search that, but I guess that's fine. I mean, it could have been something worse, I guess. So, Necromancer, summon Archfiend, and now I can search... Do I even want to search? Yeah. Well, like, I'm trying to think of what targets I have left in my deck, because I already used my Break and my Barrier. I could search another Necromancer, but apart from that, there's not much. And I don't want Necromancers clogging my field too much, because it's gonna kind of hinder me from OTKing. But I can always overlay them into Levier. But at that point, those are my only 2 Necromancers, so it'd be like the whole Infernity engine basically gone at that point. Let me think of what I can do, because I got the Zephyros too, so I will use Archfiend to grab, I guess, a Necromancer. That's my only target, I'm pretty sure. Oh, there's Launcher too, but nothing in my graveyard right now. So, Necromancer's fine. And then I can detach Zephyros to protect that Necromancer, just to get the Zephyros in the graveyard. And then I guess I can just bring back Zephyros. I'll put that back in my hand. Take 400 for that. and then just activate it again. And overlay. Let's see, what do I want to go into? Diamond Direwolf, no. There's not really anything to destroy. Castell, I guess? Prevent him from drawing a card off card trooper. It looks like he drew a bad hand anyways, so I'll just put that back in his deck, continue my play from there. Hello? No, it doesn't go to your graveyard. What is he doing? It goes to the deck. Back to the deck. You don't draw. Hopefully he put back the right card. It looks like he did, but you never know. It's not that big of a deal, I guess. Back to the deck. And shuffle. Alright. Necromancer. Bring back Archfiend. And nothing else to search other than Launcher, which... You know, I should have actually searched Launcher here. I didn't think about that. I could have gone Launcher, and then Levier, gone to another Exceed, and then I don't have one room left on my field, but I don't know. And anyways, he just drops Battle Fader here. I probably could. I'm pretty sure I could have Emptiness on the reveal for when he activated his effect, but I'll just save Emptiness round. I mean, I guess, well, there's still some more, like, plays I can do. Kill him quicker if I special summon, so I'll just Emptiness him soon if I need to. So he returns Battle Fader to his hand to summon that bird, Genix Alley. Well, Genix? Yeah, that one Genix. And Birdman, yeah. If he summons another monster, I'm just going to Emptiness so he can't sync or summon. Birdman's just at 14 because he returned to Battle Fader and it's not a wind type, so just a 1400 beater, nothing to worry about really. I'm still learning this deck because I played Infernities a lot in my life, but never the Pendulum, so it's something I have to get used to. Just knowing, like, you know, all the Pendulums and exceeding a lot, knowing when you can OTK and when not, so I'll practice with this deck for now. He's just deciding what he wants to do, if he has anything else. He's looking through his extra deck. Is he playing more than a 40 card deck? I just noticed that. What is that? 43 card Ancient Gear deck. So I drew Breakthrough Skill, that's a pretty cool card. Again, I could Levier here, but there's nothing banished. I guess that's the main issue. That's the main reason I didn't go Levier. It's not really worth adding another rank 3 Exceed to my extra deck. I mean, you could summon it a lot, but it's like none of the rank 3s are really that good or that worth it, and like extra deck space is super tight, especially now and especially in this deck. So I'll just enter my battle phase and start running things over. Do 1100 there. I'm just going to flip Emptiness before attacking directly, that way he can't drop Battle Fader since I know he has it. That gets banished when it leaves the field because it was summoned by its own effect. And I can just flip Emptiness, attack for 18. So he special summons, which he can't do. Alright, he figured that out. And 2000. Let's see what he's got. Emptiness, Key Beetle, and a bunch of strong monsters. Most decks couldn't get past this unless you had like a really good combination of cards. Yeah, it'd be really hard. This is the Key Beetle lock is just really rough. It's hard for most decks to get over. Unless you can somehow like return it to the hand, which sometimes they can do. So he summons Breaker, the Magical Warrior. That's kind of odd in this kind of deck. I mean, it's an old school card. I'm fine with this summon. Let's see what he wants to do. So he's trying to kill Vanities even though it's protected by Beetle. Can't be destroyed. It's targeted by Master Key Beetle's effect. Alright. So he chooses not to activate his effect and just attack. So, I don't know. Like, it doesn't really matter what I do, but I can just kill him. It doesn't matter. I don't see him having anything at all for this. I could let it die and just bring it back with Necromancer, but if I break through skill, I at least do a little bit of damage, and then it opens up an OTK easier instead of leaving a monster on his board. It seems like a waste, but I guess fine. I'll just break through skill it. So it just stays at 1600. So he'll take 200 from that. Take 200 or 300 if you can't do math. I don't really care. And Soul Charge. That's kind of funny. GG. Yeah, basically. It's got this all these big ancient gear monsters in his hand and a battle fader. Alright, so Darklaw is not good in this matchup at all, so I want to set out the mass change 2s, but what do I side in? MST's not good, he doesn't play back row. Mistaken Arrest, Fairy Wind, Imperial it's like nothing. Soul Train? No, not really. I mean, he does play Dandelion. I could put in a Max C. It could end up clogging though, that's what I'm worried about, because he doesn't special summon that often, but I guess like one Max C might not be bad. I just really don't want it to clog, but if he's just sitting there doing nothing, then I guess it's not a big deal. And anyway, I can just like discard it if it gets in the way. I just feel like it'd be better than Max Change 2, because that's just like, no. I don't really want to make Darklaw. Not against this kind of deck. So he gets to pick who goes first. Pick. He can't decide. I'm not even sure if I should go first with this deck. It's weird now. Because being behind in card advantage is a pretty big deal. Okay, so he lets me go first. This is a pretty interesting hand. It's a bit too many monsters, though. Probably just end up summoning Armageddon Knight, dumping a Stygian, I guess, and then going off next turn. I could also use Monk, but I think I'll just use Armageddon Knight for now. Monk is like more versatile as far as what I can do with it. So, Armageddon Knight, dump Stygian. I only play one Stygian in here because there's not that many things to summon off it. Like, the only things you want to summon is Necromancer and Archfiend. You play one Necromancer, two Necromancers and one Archfiend, so not as many targets. I wish Archfiend was at like 3 or something like that. This deck would be more fun to play, because it's just so limited now that, like, if it was 3 Necromancers, 3 Archfiends, well, 3 Necromancers, but it's not as good with just one Archfiend. Anyways, let's see what he wants to do. Gotta give shoutouts to DeMonte Cole for making this innovative deck. I would have never really thought about it. Granted, I haven't played in like... I'm just getting back into this game after like a year, so there's that. And then I've never even heard of Igknights, and I'm just learning how to Pendulum summon, so it's an odd mechanic. Alright, Rhoda here. I could possibly draw cards, add cards to my hand for Pendulums. Like, I could get the Igknight, and then I could dump Harris with an Armageddon Knight to get the other side of the Pendulum, but I don't really have much to special summon. Since I already have this Stygian in there to special summon Archfiend, I think I can just not make that play and just go for some rank 4 shenanigans. He probably has a Battle Fader in hand, so I'm probably not going to be able to kill him this turn. Probably plays like 3 Battle Fader, maybe Gores and stuff. For whatever reason, it's an odd deck he has there. Alright, so I feel like Instant Fusion's a really good card, so I think I'm going to discard Rhoda. It could, because like, So I can just special summon a level 4 here. I could go for... there's Zephyros there, so I could go Igknight to dump Zephyros. I guess I'll do that. Get some rank 4s going. I don't really have access to Necromancer easily. So I'll just set these. And special summon Archfiend. Effect. What do I have to search? I'd like to search Necromancer, even though I can't summon it, just for next turn. You know, maybe I should have made the Pendulum play, because if I could Pendulum summon now, and I could just Pendulum summon out the Necromancer, that'd be pretty interesting, so... I'm sure this turn, that this may not have been the optimal way to play out this turn, because if I had the two Pendulums there, I could have still discarded the other Instant Fusion, and then I could still Instant Fusion later. But then I would have a Necromancer sitting in defense, which isn't really doing damage. I guess it depends on what kind of Exceeds I want to summon. So, Master Key Beetle is a good start here. And detached target Archfiend, I guess? Well, oh well. That probably wasn't optimal. I could have gone further, pushed more. Yeah, I should have. Like, based on what he said, I should have assumed he didn't have Battle Fader, and I should have just Instant Fusioned another Exceed and just attacked for game. Oh well. I'm still learning, so. Could have played that a bit. I could have played that turn better, but he's playing an odd deck with, like, no defense whatsoever, and also, like, really cloggy hands, so. Not really a ideal way of showing off this deck, but this is what it can do. I'm gonna keep practicing it for now. Trying different builds and stuff. If you guys like what you saw in this video, you can subscribe to see more. I'll surely have more Yu-Gi-Oh! Related content, especially for Infernities, in the near future, so thank you all for watching.